it's funny enough because I've never really thought fashion was what I will fall into, because I've always had in my mind I wanted to be a lawyer. So that career change, it was quite dramatic, because it all started when I was about 14. Like, we had to pick our GCSE options, and I was like, oh, I'm not really sure what I wanted to do, but my mind was just set on law. People said, no, Rebecca, you don't have to hold an argument, you don't have to stand firm, like, you should do law. And I thought, yeah, law's probably for me. But then when I went into the law lesson, when I was like in year 9, just to see what the course is about, I literally opened the science textbook to read in that lesson, because I just found it completely boring. So I just said, nah, law's not for me. And then I think how I even fell into art design, it was very random. One of my friends had detention in school, and it was an art lesson, and I was waiting for her in the lesson, and I was so bored. I got literally paint, and started playing with it on paper. And I've never felt so engaged in a subject before, and that's how the love grew literally into art and design. It started out from a friend in a detention. Like, it never started off with, oh, I've always liked drawing since I was young. I've always did art and craft, but I wouldn't say it was something that I thought I would be doing, like, set on for the rest of my life. But I would say from the age of like 15, that's when it sort of started. So I fell into it, and it wasn't something that I grew. I literally fell into it. So yeah. I did pretty a lot of internships. I did internships at Merriam Rudy, which is based in Bethnal Green, a printing studio. I did internship with a bridal designer called Yemi, and he's based King's Cross side, and specialising more in like embroidery, detail. I did even internship at African Fashion Week London, at their showcase when I was about 18, just getting to know what they're about, getting to know the designers and things like that. So I've interned pretty much since I was like 15 going upwards. My upbringing, I'm a British-Nigerian, so my parents are from Nigeria, but I'm born here. But when people like my friends or any people that are close to me will say, no, Rebecca, you are Nigerian. Because even sometimes I can have a normal conversation, but my conversations, I'll just end up speaking the African accent will come out, everything will sort of flow. So it was literally, when people knew who I was, when people see me, they're like, no, you're African. Are you sure you're born here? Are you sure you're not born back home? And I love my Afrobeats, I love my music, I love our food, I love our culture. Everything about me is just African. So everything about me is so African, so it's like, who I am is African. I love Africa. I even went to Ghana. I'm not even Ghanaian, but after my graduation, I flew out to Ghana by myself, age 21, didn't know who was there. I flew there for 2 months because I wanted to really just know, okay, everybody loves Africa. Africa's becoming very trendy, but why is it this beautiful African patterns on cotton, and people just see it as, oh, it's just cotton, and it's just, oh, who sewed it for them. But it's not respected, it's not admired like something that is unique. You know, you don't see it on a high street shop. You always have to be like, let me go and get 10 yards or 6 yards of that fabric in that shop and take it to so tailor to make me a gown. And I just thought, no, there's more to Africa than this. That it is possible for it to get to the level that you can have recognized brands from Africa, you know, producing African collection of clothes on the high street shop, and you're not gonna be like, yeah, take me to so tailor. It's gonna be like, I'm wearing Rebecca's design, or I'm wearing Kemi's design. Recognize in African inspired designers, you know, producing stuff for Africa. So that's me. I love Africa. Africa is me.